guys, welcome to Diecast. So today's car is the Autoart Millennium Series Nissan Skyline GTR Group A STP TAISAN number 2. The box doesn't show any sign of yellowing. There are tiny tears on the corners, but nothing really too bad in its condition. It is prone to yellowing, but gladly this one was not affected by yellowing. Opening the box is as important as taking care of your models. So I have here is a pick that I have from another Autoart, specifically from the Signature series. But if you don't have any extra picks, you can also use a box cutter, specifically the backhand side. Make sure it's flat. If you don't have that, you can also use a credit card. So just insert it on the corner, flip it up, and gently open with your hand. And as you can see here, there has been a minor crease. A lot of collectors would like to keep their boxes in mint shape, so please be careful when opening the box. It will somewhat decrease its value as well. Now that the outer box is out of the way, I can show you guys what's inside. So that's the certificate of authenticity. So it shows serial number 3662, and it's been licensed by Nissan. So that's a good addition. Aside from that, there's also a piece of paper showing how to open the trunk, just because the trunk does have a little wire to prevent it from any damage from transit. Just a quick mention of detail here. So as you can see, there's a hole just to prevent that antenna from being squished or deformed. So we're almost there. We just need 4 screws to be taken out on the underside of this box. Alright, let's get to the car. So first things first, the black and red striking Advan livery. How can you miss that? And of course you see the center lock nuts, obviously red on this side. And as we move to the front of the car, I'm just going to focus here on the decals. They are absolutely just stunning. And I'm going to zoom in here for you. You can see how smooth they put those decals in there. There's no sign of indentation. And as we move to the other side here, the first thing I'm going to notice is those wheel nuts. The center locking wheel nuts. How did you guys get that wrong? So it's supposed to be both blue on this side, but the other lock nut is red. So I'm a little bit disappointed in that. A little bit more attention to detail would have been nice, but I believe it's just an error. It's not like this on all of their models. I've never seen an error like this before on an Autoart, so that's a shame. So as we look closer, this is the only side where they have the twin tip exhausts. I like it how it's on the side. Definitely a nice addition. The only thing is, those exhausts aren't metal. They're actually plastic. And it's not a through and through exhaust. It's actually black indentation in there. But other than that, it's still a great model. I still want to say they did a great job on doing all the fine details in the car. Especially, I must have to say again, the decals. Not a lot of models these days make good decals. So far the exterior looks like a real car. It actually feels like I'm not looking into a model. It actually looks like it's the car in miniature form. Okay, now for the underside of the vehicle. So first things first, start from the front to the rear. First thing I see in the front, the metal tow hook. Very well done. There's some screws attached to it, very tiny screws. That's pretty cool. And then the brake ducts. That's the second thing you've noticed, well, if not the first. Okay, and now for the suspension details. It's not too bad. It's a little bit basic, but still top-notch compared to others, but the engine detail and the transmission detail make up for it. As you can see, the exhaust is one piece. It's plastic, but not too bad. The certificate of authenticity is in the middle of the car, that silver sticker. And then we also see the 4 hydraulic jacks. And now moving on to the drive shaft, and we see more of these rear docks, rear diff, and of course that wire that holds the trunk in place. If I want to compare this with other diecast cars, it's very detailed in the bottom for sure. Alright, now for the interior. So in the inside we can clearly see there is a lot of flock going on with the steering wheel and the seat. I can also see some carbon Kevlar replication on the back of the seat. That's a nice added detail. Upon closer inspection, I noticed those harnesses aren't fabric like the higher end models. They're actually plastic. And let's just see more detail on that steering wheel and gauge clusters. There's definitely a lot of detail on that steering wheel. You can see the tiny decals on there. As you can see, everything has been replicated. Alright, now moving to the front of the car, specifically the engine bay. Very nice addition of having a little hood prop there. Some of the older versions don't really have the hood prop, so that's a huge bonus. Okay, we see that nice RB2060 ETT. One of the first things I notice is that very chrome silver exhaust piping. And then I just realized there's a lot of plastic that's very evident, especially in the floor area. Now as we move to the other side, I just want to mention quickly, I don't think there's any model out there as this livery. So this is one of the most special ones that I have in my collection. As we go on this side, there is no passenger seat. It's bare metal. The details on this side are more of the decals on the dash and some minor details to add the roll cage. And now let's look a closer detail on the roll cage and the harness. For plastic, it's very well done. Okay, let's move to the last part of the feature of the car, which is the trunk. So I apologize again, I really didn't want to remove that wire, but I just wanted to keep it there just so I can keep it intact. So when I seal it again, it's back in how it was. I'm meticulous that way. Anyways, fuel cell looks great. There is some reflective detail on it. Very, very nice. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. It helps me a ton to create more in-depth reviews, and also hopefully this helps you on deciding 1/18 scale diecast. See you guys next week, and have a good one.